Hi, I'm Daniel Manginelli, and this is the Peak Performance Tip of the Week. Today's tips are on the keys to success. I have a chapter in my book dedicated to these 4 principles. Today I'm going to share them with you: communication, consistency, desire, and keeping the desire. Let's break them down. Today we're going to focus on the first key, communication. Sounds easy. Even the best of relationships will end due to lack of communication. There's so many times we're all told something and the person telling us has a completely different perspective on what was said. Great communication is an art. So here's how to be an artist of communication. First, communicate everything with all details. The person that says that no news is good news must not have ever been in a relationship or bought something in their life. I couldn't imagine leaving for 3 days with no communication with my wife. And when I finally do talk to her, she asks me if I'm okay. And is everything okay? And my response is, everything's fine. I just figured no news is good news. I believe I could expect there to be some anger on her part. Now, most people say this quote that are in sales on not returning phone calls or calling with an update. No news is good news. That is sales suicide. High achievers in sales communicate when there's nothing to update, just to let you know that there's nothing to update. If you've ever purchased a big item, a car, a house, something that you were really excited to see if you got, and the salesperson says, I'll call you when I know, and a day goes by, and 2 days go by, what are you doing? Probably like what I'm doing. You're calling to find out what's going on. Don't ever leave people waiting. Give them the information, even if the information is, I don't have an answer yet. It lets the customer know you care. Second part of communication. Be an artist. Don't communicate half stories. Just by leaving pieces out, usually the upsetting pieces, doesn't give you the right to say, I told you that. Most disputes in relationship are due to lack of communication. The lack of communication is due to half stories. Take the stress out of your life. Divulge the whole story. Deal with the conversation right then, so nothing you ever said or didn't say could come back to haunt you. Lastly, on the communication artist, use your pen. Unless you have a massive above-average memory, you can't remember every point of every conversation. So the important discussions, meeting, negotiations, write down the big points. As soon as the conversation's over, now recap those points so all in understanding of what was really communicated. Have you ever been in a conversation and another person said to you, are you listening to me? That would never be said if you had a pen and paper to write down the notes of the conversation. So with the first key to success being communication, now you have the 3 easy steps to be the master of communication. Let's put this week to the test. Communicate well. Next week we're going to get the second key to success, consistency. Apply today's tip, and as always, have fun and make some dreams come true.